listening to WZMB Zombie Radio, your personal soundtrack to the end of the world. Well, that was A Perfect Circle and Pet. I can't help it when I listen to that song but think of something that takes me back in time. Some of you will remember this, some of you won't. But hearken back with me for just a moment and think about the pet rock. Do you remember? That worthless piece of stone that someone figured out consumers were dumb enough to buy. Here's my pet rock. It doesn't poop in the house, it doesn't scratch my furniture, it doesn't bark, and it doesn't need a litter box. It's just a pet rock. Ah, the 80s. They were a glorious time. That makes me wonder, what if the apocalypse came about in the 80s? Things would have been a trifle bit different, don't you think? We didn't have cell phones and constant internet connectivity. In fact, we didn't have internet at all. At least not for the mass consumers. How would we survive without the technology that we enjoy today, the technology that we take advantage of and take for granted? And maybe the bigger question is, would we have survived? I don't know about you, but I was so wrapped up in appearances and music that the apocalypse could have occurred and I would have been completely oblivious. Like Dolly Man, for sure. With my popped collar and my sunglasses at night. I would have been just moving along, singing my song, and unaware that a zombie was creeping up behind me. But anyway, the 80s, they were a completely different period of time. And of course, with a segue like that, I'm gonna have to play you a song from the 80s. There were so many to choose from. It was a generation defined by its music, by punk and new wave. Ah, new wave. And the introduction to the R&B scene, at least on a mass level. And it is that genre which I'm going to pull from. You probably won't remember that song that I'm going to play, and if you do, you're going to be dancing and dancing and dancing. And this song will stick with you and maybe possibly help you get through the day. The song is Oh Sheila by Ready for the World. World, are you ready for this? Oh, sometimes you just gotta break down and have a little fun. Fun's over. People of the Zombie Radio Nation, it is time for an apocalyptic survival tip. Today, I want to talk about something that's going to save your life. This is something that is promoted by one of my favorite groups, the Zombie Response Team. Check them out, Zombie Response Team online, babies. What I want to talk about today is the bug out bag. Now, there's going to be a point in time when there's going to be a rapping at your door. Or maybe you're going to hear the moans, the collective moans of the zombie horde outside your door. When they do arrive, when they coalesce onto your area, you're going to need to get out fast. Or bug out. Hence the name bug out bag. Now what a bug out bag is a bag that you have prepared, ready-made to grab and go. In that bug out bag is everything you need to survive for a short period of time. Now, you might want to have 2 different types of bug out bags. Something of this size. This would be for a longer excursion. You could put it on, I shall model it for you. A nice little sexy zombie radio DJ modeling. Pout for the camera. It's crazy up in here. This is not an internal skeleton bag. It's just nice and comfortable, but it's very sturdy. I've had this thing for years. I've had it for probably almost 2 decades. And it is strong. It's lasted. You can pack a couple of days, maybe even a week's worth of stuff in this. This is what you have by the door when you've just got to escape and you know you're not coming back. Now, let's say, for example, you have to leave the building with Elvis just for a short period of time. Maybe you've got to go collect some food or some water, or you just have to go find somebody. Somebody wandered off and they haven't come back and you want to go get them. If you need something for just a few short hours or a half a day, maybe something like this. This is actually a hydration pack that I use when I'm mountain biking. Inside of it, there is, aptly named, a hydration pack that holds water. And there's a nice little tube with a biteable end that you put in your mouth and bite, and water will come out. There's plenty of room in this as I drop it to the floor. There's plenty of room to carry some food, some utility tools, some snacks, maybe a camera, or that's been in there for a long, long time. Sweet and salty peanut choco. Anyway, this would be your bug out bag for just an hourly or half-day excursion. Water is crucial because you're going to need water to survive. Water is life, people. Anyway, the bug out bag. You're not going to be carrying your Coach purse with you. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, ladies and some gentlemen, but your Coach bag will not save your freaking life. The apocalypse is not about fashion. It's about survival. So, take that Coach and the Fry and the Gucci bag and shove them in the farthest corner of your closet and say, I'm sorry, Gucci. I'm sorry, Coach, Fry. I'll come back later and get you. Do I have to go off on that kind of rant? I don't think so. Anyway, bug out bag. Pack it full of the essentials, everything you need to survive. Sit it by your door and know it's there when the horde arrives. Grab it and go. You'll thank me for it later, but thank me for it now and love me long time.
Like they always say.